Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video. Now in last night's video, I talked about the best submachine gun in my opinion, and I basically went through all of the SMGs and listed some strengths and weaknesses for each of them and why I think certain ones fit my playstyle better and will fit the majority of players' playstyles better. And I basically talked about what I thought was the best SMG. People seem to really enjoy that video, so tonight's video is going to be the same thing, but on the assault rifle end of things. So we're going to talk about the 5 ARs in this game, what I think is the best, which ones I think are a close second, and which ones I think you should avoid if you're going tryhard mode. I'm going to talk about all that in today's video and more. The support has been absolutely amazing lately, and I know I say it a lot, but I just really do appreciate it. So let's go for 1,500 likes. If you guys could all smack that like button, that would be amazing. Try to hit this 1,500 like goal, and also subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We're closing in on 900,000 subscribers, and it's all thanks to you guys. So drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new, and the support, the growth, the new people, the old viewers supporting me, just everything's been amazing lately, and it truly is a blessing. So let's talk about it. I got 5 ARs in this game, and we're going to talk about it. Now, it's really interesting because the best assault rifle in this class might not be the best overall gun, and the reason why I say that is when you think of an assault rifle, you think of a gun that's going to work at medium to long range, right? Something that you can rely on and stuff like that. Now, there's 5 ARs in this game as of right now. The tactical rifles, which kind of are like assault rifles, but those, if a gun has burst or if it has a semi-automatic, it is classified as a tactical rifle. So we'll probably talk about those in a later video, but the 5 are the ICR, the Rampart, the KN, the Vapor, and the Maddox, and most of them are really good in this game. I think it's a common theory, at least among me and my my Discord buddies, my YouTube buddies, that ARs are dominant in this game, and ARs are a lot better than the SMGs are in this game as of right now. Of course, SMGs are still absolutely deadly at close range, as they should be, but a lot of the ARs just having no recoil and having great attachments and having good hip fire as well. I think that's something that definitely stands out with the ARs, is why is the hip fire so damn good with those, but kind of weak with the SMGs unless you run laser sight. So maybe that's something that'll be addressed. So as of right now, what do I think is the best assault rifle in this game? We'll go through it. First assault rifle is going to be the ICR. Now, the ICR, in my opinion, this gun is absolutely great. It's got 35 rounds, and it's got some really good class setups around it and stuff like that. If you guys are looking for direct class setups on each of these, you should check my channel, as I have done a class setup for every single one of these already on my channel. Finishing up the SMGs and then the tactical rifles now for my best class setup series. But the ICR, this is going to be your best gun at long range for sure. And the ICR is the best assault rifle that works as a traditional assault rifle. And this is how I say it. So if you're looking for a gun that works at long range and is the best traditional assault rifle in the game, it's going to be the ICR. No gun is going to beat that at range except maybe a tactical rifle. The thing is an absolute monster. And the thing with the ICR is, while I do say it is the best traditional assault rifle, I think there's another gun on this list that might be a better overall gun, which sounds weird to say, because when I'm saying best assault rifle, you think, oh, well, that's going to be better than all the other guns in every scenario. That's just not the case. The gun balance isn't too good in this game, but the fact is, if you want to kill someone up close, Spitfire is probably your best gun in the game. Overall, it's not that good of a gun. If you want to kill someone, with a traditional assault rifle style, ICR is the best AR. But if you're looking for a more overall gun, we'll talk about the Vapor later, which I think is a better overall gun. And that's why I say, as an overall gun, the best gun in the game is the Vapor. But if you're looking for that traditional assault rifle play, ICR blows it out of the water at distance. So ICR, what are the strengths of this gun? First of all, the sights are okay. I use a red dot on this thing, or a reflex sight. The big strengths of the ICR are, number one, it's a laser. It has extremely high damage. It just melts people. It makes the enemies feel like they only have 100 health instead of 150. And downsides are that you don't have the option for fast mags. You don't have the option for stock or suppressor. But all that is sort of made up for with the thing that you have double grip. And you run grip 1 and grip 2 on this thing. And it means that grip 2 gives you toughness. So if the enemies are shooting at you, you flinch less. You have absolutely zero recoil ever. And this gun is great at, doing damage at range and just putting damage into enemies to get EKAs, assist, kills, whatever it is. This is your traditional AR and is a very good gun. Next is the Rampart 17. Now, I honestly think the balance on the ARs is pretty good, as the fact is they're all really overpowered. The Rampart 17 is by no means a bad gun. It's honestly one of my I don't think it's as good as the ICR, but it has different strengths, right? The ICR is going to be better in a straight up gunfight because you have no recoil to worry about, and you will have that grip too. But the Rampart actually has its own strength, which it only has 30 rounds, but it has a high damage. It reminds me a lot of the Scar, and the Rampart actually comes with, or not comes with, but you can equip high caliber 1 and high caliber 2, which means you're doing more damage to the head and to the high body, like the upper chest, I think is the official description. So the Rampart is the best gun in the game at picking people off of head glitches, because if you hit them in the head, you hit them in the upper body, like they just disappear. You melt them on that. Now it is great at picking them off of head glitches if you can hit your shots, though. If, you know, obviously this gun has a tad bit of recoil. I run a grip with it too, but it's nothing like a ICR where, you know, shooting them off a head glitch, sure, if you hit that headshot, you hit that upper body shot, Rampart will kill faster than the ICR, but just consistently, you can't have perfect aim, and the ICR will do better consistently over time than the Rampart. But I think the Rampart is right behind and is a great gun at more mid-range sort of stuff, and if you can aim for the head and for the upper body, you can punish with that high caliber. Next is the KN57. Your KN57 description is full auto assault rifle, high damage at a short range with moderate recoil. This gun is, it's okay. It's sort of overall an average gun. It is good at close range, to be honest. It's decent at close range, but I really don't see, I see the KN as sort of a knockoff Maddox, because if you're going for an assault rifle, that the strengths of the KN are the attachments that are available on it. I believe it has fast mags, stock. I'm not sure if it has a silencer. You know, it's kind of confusing. There's so many different attachment combos in this game, and my brain is always processing them. But the KN, I think, is probably the worst assault rifle. And because if you're going to pick the KN, why not just pick the Maddox, which is a faster firing version of the KN? You know, and if you're picking the KN, you're playing for closer medium range. It's just a worse version of the Maddox. I think this one will probably receive a buff. I mean, it's not bad by any means. All of these ARs are really good, especially compared to other guns in the game. But comparing the KN to these other assault rifles, it definitely falls in comparison. Next is the Vapor. Like I said about the Vapor, best assault rifle, traditional style, ICR. Best overall gun in the game is the Vapor, and the reason why is the Vapor is great at range. Sure, it's not as great as the ICR, but it's also great at close range, and you can run a silencer on this thing, you can run stock, you can run high caliber, or you can run fast mags with this thing. Honestly, if you're going to play like an SMG sort of play style, but you also want that range, the Vapor sort of fits that. And it reminds me a lot of the Honey Badger because of the fact that the Vapor, you know, I always use a silencer on it because I think that's one of the strengths. If you get stock and you get a silencer available on a assault rifle in this game, that's a rarity, so you should take it. The Vapor is going to do amazing stuff at close range. Probably the Vapor and the Maddox are the best at close range, but the strength of the Vapor is that it still has no recoil, and you don't even have to run grip. It has no recoil, much like the ICR. Sure, it's more of a closer range weapon to use, and that's where I find the discrepancy between a better gun overall being the Vapor, but the better AR traditional style being the ICR. So hopefully you guys understand that, because both of those guns are just so damn close, and it's a very, very tough decision. It's sort of like in SMGs. I think the GKS is the best SMG overall, but the Spitfire is way better at close range. You know, we're looking for overall, and of course these guns come down to personal preference. So I really think if you're picking the Vapor or you're picking the ICR, you really can't go wrong as long as your class setups are on point. And of course I have class setup videos all over my channel. Just type in any sort of gun and the class setup and you'll be able to find them. But then the Maddox, I think the Maddox, for me, how I think it goes is I think that the Maddox might be the third best. I really do think the KN, I think the KN is great, but it's just underpowered compared to these other ARs. And I really think between the Maddox and the Rampart, probably the Maddox is the third best. But I really don't know about this gun yet, because this gun could end up being the best the best out of all of them, just because of its fast fire rate. But I find as of right now, you know, if I'm, you know, when I'm picking an AR, I want something that I can steadily rely on. And the Maddox is great. You have a bunch of combos available, but it does have some recoil to it. It does have a little bit of a vertical kick, which makes it tough at long range fights to pick people off of head glitches. Head glitches are super prominent in this game. What a head glitch is it's when a person is crouched behind a box or something like this, right here on B Domination, where you basically can't see anything other than their head, and you got to hit that shot. And a gun like the Maddox is going to be kind of tough to hit that. I mean, it's still not that hard, but compared to, you know, your no recoil Vapor, your no recoil ICR, your double high cal your double high cal Rampart. I think that's where the discrepancy is. The Maddox is super duper amazing at close range. You guys were completely right when you guys were all telling me about it in the comments. I hadn't really given it, I mean, I tested it out, but I went more in depth, used it completely, and yes, this gun is great at close range, probably the best AR at close range, but it doesn't have that overall balance like the Vapor has for me. But I do see a lot of pro players using this as well, and I think the reasoning behind that is with pro play, you need to be able to kill the enemy quick at close range. And I think that was with I think it was the ARX, was it? Or there was a gun in IW that wasn't the best gun, but every pro used it just because of, I think it was the ARX. I can't really remember, but every pro used it, not because it was the best gun, but just because it could kill just a quick second faster. And when you're a professional player, and of course you have perfect aim, the Maddox, that tiny bit of recoil doesn't really matter. But when I talk about stuff, I'm talking more for the general, you know, the people watching this video, myself. Vapor, ICR, you're not going to go wrong with those two, and those two are going to do absolutely amazing stuff. And I really do think that just picking between those two, it's just too tough for me. Long range, you're going with the ICR. Overall, I really do think the Vapor is the best gun in the game, and honestly, if I was going try hard, I would probably pick the Vapor every game. You know, I use different guns because I'm a YouTuber. I try to get different videos and class it up and, you know, test out everything for you guys. Specialist guns, different stuff like that, perks, attachments. But I really think if I was going full try hard mode, I would be Vapor every game on a close range map and ICR every game on a long range map. That's basically it. These guns are amazing. Assault rifles are the class you want to use right now because they're so damn strong. Drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. Have a great night, and that's about it. If you guys made it to the end, subscribe, click that subscribe button, drop a like, and I'm out. Peace.